Welcome to Digital Champions TV, where we speak with the top leaders in advertising and marketing. I'm Greg Kirkham, and today I have the privilege of speaking with Bob Sheehan, VP and COO of GrowthLine Marketing, based in North Andover, Massachusetts. Thank you for visiting with me today, Bob.
Thanks, Greg. Greg, great to be here.
So tell us a little bit about GrowthLine Marketing. Where did you start out and where are you heading?
Well, we're a digital agency. We handle home services company mostly, and some healthcare. And what we're involved in the generation of leads and inquiries for companies that need leads and inquiries to succeed. So we try to grow their digital presence and make them successful online.
That's fantastic. And in today's industry, it's been very competitive with a lot of new agencies entering the market. How are you differentiating yourself from all of the other agencies?
We actually don't find it very competitive in what we're doing because we specialize so much. So the businesses that we work in, we're well known in those industries, and so we stand out, and we don't find ourselves in this situation where we're competing against other agencies for that business right away. Typically, what we're doing is we're getting referred into businesses, and we're then working on them, working with them, and for very long periods of time. We tend to have very low churn. It's not one of these kind of high velocity kinds of businesses, lots of in and out. We stay with people for a long time.
Wow, so it sounds like you've really been able to grow through building your reputation and then also through those referrals as a result. You've been able to hold on to a lot more people than, say, the average agency, it sounds like.
I think that's true. Yes, I would say that's true.
Wonderful. And for
Yeah.
anybody debating between, say, hiring an internal marketer versus hiring GrowthLine, what would you say are the key differences to consider for the average business?
So we typically work with companies that have an internal person. Those people typically are not the full decision makers, but they're coordinating inside to kind of make things work. But they go outside because they're looking for somebody to have the expertise and to be right up to the minute with what's going on out there. If you're working, just on one company and you're kind of an internal employee, it's really hard to stay in touch with what's going on, across the industry and what's brand new. So we get perspective by working with lots of different clients on lots of different kinds of engagements, so that we can bring that perspective to whatever project we're working on.
Yeah, so it sounds like you have a strategic partner within those businesses where your growth line is really stepping in and enhancing those business or those marketing efforts versus necessarily fully just taking everything over, um, which really
We
adds to that credibility. Yeah.
we have some that we take everything and we just report to the owner. We report results, and there's not a lot of kind of back and forth with somebody else. But in most of the places where we work, there is somebody in there that's coordinating with us and working with us to make sure that everybody understands what the goals and objectives are. And then we have an owner who's working on his business in other areas too.
Wow, what a unique approach. That's absolutely wonderful, especially with these businesses that need that partner for their growth. You're able to
Yeah.
work both with an internal person as well as fully externally, and really take over those efforts and really help aid those efforts in the process. So, um, what would you say for anybody entering into the industry, considering marketing as a career? What would you say is your top tip for them to consider before ever even entering into the industry?
Well, I think they have to love it, right? They have to be really interested in it. There's a lot of kind of moving parts, a lot of things to know. So you want to be somebody that's got a thirst for all that knowledge, And if you want to work in the business and you're willing to kind of work really hard at it and become known for something, then I think you'll succeed. We find the people who kind of skim over the top and don't really dig too deep. That's a tough way to be successful.
Yeah, once you demonstrate that knowledge and that willingness to learn, and then also uh, show that to prospective clientele, or even a marketing agency, for instance, you're really differentiating yourself from somebody, say, who's just kind of going through the motions, right? So
And
wonderful.
you very much get to the place. I would add the next kind of step to that is once you've acquired some knowledge, then you have a need to be able to tell somebody that you're an expert, right? You have to gain
Mhm.
some expertise in order to really grow into this business. So it's important to kind of learn everything and then be able to talk to people about um, a level of expertise that they just can't get on their own, that they have to hire you for.
Yeah. Well, fantastic recommendations and also insights. Thank you so much, Bob, for coming on the show. To connect with Growthline Marketing and Bob Sheehan, visit digitalchampionstv.com.